Hello grade 5. We will continue our video tutorial lesson for week 6. This time, module number 11 of quarter 1. Fun in multiplying fractions in a whole number and another fraction. We will start our lesson with a problem. What's new? And the problem is, Robert has 3 gallons of paint. He used 3/4 of the paint. How many gallons of paint did he use? In this problem, we always have to consider the steps in solving word problems. According to Polia, there are 4 steps. And the first step is to know what is asked and what are given. This is understand. Of course, what is asked in this problem is how many gallons of paint did he use, or the number of gallons did he use. And of course, we do have here given such as 3 gallons of paint and of course 3/4 of paint. So this time, in order for us to solve this problem, we have to proceed to the next step, which is plan. We have to plan if what's really the best solution in order for us to solve this problem. Of course, this problem could be solved using the models or pictures. So allow me to show to you the solution for this problem. In this problem, if we do have 3 gallons of paint, and this will represent 3 gallons, 1, 2, and 3. The models here or the rectangles here would represent the gallons, 1, 2, 3 gallons. This time, we will use 3/4. Use 3/4 of the paint. For example, this is the total gallons of paint. We will get 3/4 of that. And in order for us to show 3/4, we have to divide the 3 gallons into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so each gallon is divided into 4 parts, 4 parts, 4 parts. So all we have to do is to take 3 parts out of 4. So 1, 2, and 3. Same also here, we will also get the 3 parts out of 4. And here, that's also 3 parts out of 4. So if you noticed here, we already illustrated the 3 gallons and of course 3/4. Here's 3/4. So with that, all we have to do is to count if how many parts were taken or used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 parts out of. Remember that the denominator tells if how many parts are there in a whole. So in each whole, there are 4 equal parts. So our denominator is 4. 9/4 is used for painting. So it simply means that this 9/4 also is, this 9/4 is an example of an improper fraction which could also be changed or could be expressed in mixed form, such as divide 9 by 4. How many 4 are there in 9? Of course, that's 2, 4, 8. Okay, so if we will take 8 from here, because that is dalawang 4, which is equal to 8. So if we will subtract, the remainder is 1. Then, of course, you copy the denominator 4. Therefore, the answer is 2 and 1/4. Let us check if our answer is correct. So, if you will transfer this part here, that will make 1 whole. And of course, you will also transfer this part here, that will also make another whole. Again, this part here, that will make 1 whole. This part here, that will make also 1 whole. So we do have 2 wholes. And of course, the remaining here is 1 out of the 4 equal parts, which is 1/4. So therefore, the correct answer for this problem is he used 2 and 1/4 gallons. Now, if we will have to write this in mathematical expression or number sentence, that is, you will just only get the 3/4 of 3 is equal to n, where n is the number of gallons used. So 3/4 times 3. Of course, again, as I've told you before, that if we are multiplying fractions, you just multiply numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. However, in this case, our whole number here has no denominator. Let us take note that all whole numbers all whole numbers have denominators also, and their denominator is 1. So let us say that 3 here has a denominator of 1. So the next thing that you have to do, you have to multiply numerator by numerator, which will give us 9. Of course, denominator by denominator, which will give us 4. Or this could be also written as 2 and 1/4. So therefore, the correct answer is 2 and 1/4 gallons. This time, let's try to solve the following numbers in What Is It? Item number 1, 2/3 times 4/5. As what I have told you, we will just only multiply the numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. So if you are to multiply 2/3 and 4/5, or you will get 2/3 of 4/5. So 2 times 4 is equal to 8, and 3 times 5 is equal to 15. That fraction is already in the lowest term or in the simplest form. Therefore, our answer is 8 over 15 or 8/15. Let's verify if our answer is correct using the model. For example, if you have here a rectangular block which would represent your two fractions, 2/3. So all you have to do is divide this by 3 equal parts. And of course, you have to shade 2 parts. After you already shaded 2/3, the next thing that you have to do is you will divide the width into 5 equal parts. Then after that one, you will just shade 4 parts to show 4/5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you notice here, um, these are the regions shaded twice. And this region is composed of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 parts out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15. 8 out of 15. So that's 8/15. Okay, let's try to answer item number 2. For item number 2 here, you are asked to get the 1/2 of 24. That's just very easy. Kalahati ng 24. So kalahati ng 24 is equal to 12. But let's verify if our answer is correct or not. Always remember that our whole number is also a fraction, and the denominator of that is 1. So we could also rewrite this as 1/2 times 24 over 1. If we already have that kind of numbers, then the next thing that you have to do is multiply numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. So 1 times 24 is equal to 24, and of course 2 times 1 is equal to 2. This fraction could still be written in simplest form by dividing both the numerator and denominator by 2, because they are divisible by 2. So 24 divided by 2 is equal to 12, and 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. Remember again that if the denominator of a fraction is 1, then that fraction is considered as whole number. So this is also equal to 12, because 12 divided by 1 is 12. Therefore, ang kalahati or half ng 24 is 12. Let's try to show this using the model. For example, this number, it's so difficult to draw 24 rectangles. So all we have to do is just imagine or think that this number from here up to here, that whole number is equal to 24. Then you will get 1/2 of that. When you say 1/2 of that, then you have to divide it by 2. And of course, you have to shade one part. So that's 1/2 of 24. Here's 1/2 of 24. And if you notice here, our 24 is divided into two equal parts, and the answer is 12. So 24 divided by two equal parts, then the answer is 12. Then if this is 12, this is also equal to 12. Then all you have to do is just shade one part, and one part here is equal to 12. Therefore, the 1/2 of 24 is 12, which is also the same here. This time, let us answer what's more. In our what's more here, if you notice, our fraction here is multiplied by a whole number for items number 1 up to number 5, but for number 6 up to number 10, these are fractions multiplied by another fraction. So when you say 4/5 of 30, then all you have to do, for example, you could write it using a model. Of course, for example, this block here represents 30. Then for you to get 4/5, you divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts. So remember that your 30 here is divided into 5 equal parts. Okay? So each part would be 30 divided by 5 is equal to 6. You have to get each part. If how much is the value of each part or each unit, then you have to shade 4 parts. So 4 parts is from here up to here. Or if you really wish to shade that, you have to shade this portion. And if you notice, we do have here 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Apat na 6. Pagkat 4/5 yung kinuha natin. So, ibig sabihin nun, 6 times 4 is equal to 24. Therefore, if you are asked to get 4/5 of 30, then your answer is 24. Number 2 of our what's more, and that is 3/5 of 15. We could illustrate 15 as a model here, or a block model, which is this block model would represent 15 this time, and this time we will get 3/5 of that. When I say we are to get 3/5 of that, so you have to divide it into 5 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then after that one, you will just shade 3 parts out of 5. Of course, when I say 3 parts out of 5, this portion. Okay, so if you notice here, our 15, the whole 15 is divided into 5 equal parts. So if we are to divide 15 by 5, in order for us to get each unit, so 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. So each unit now is 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, so this time, to illustrate 3/5, you will just only shade 3 parts out of 5. Okay, so this is 3 parts. So this is 3/5, and this 3/5 is equal to 9. Therefore, 3/5 of 15 is equal to 9. Now, if we will try to multiply 4/5 by 30, like this one, 4/5 times 30, of course, this is a whole number, so the denominator of that is 1. Then, all you have to do is multiply numerator by numerator. 30 times 4 is equal to 120. Then, denominator by denominator. 5 times 1 is equal to 5. Then, after that one, you divide 120 by 5, and the answer is also 24. The same thing here. If you will get 3/5 of 15, so that is 3/5 times 15. However, 15 here is a whole number, so the denominator of that is 1. So after that one, you multiply numerator by numerator, which is equal to 45. And of course, denominator by denominator, which is also equal to 5. So 45 divided by 5, that is equal to 9. The same here. So therefore, the answer of 3/5 of 15 is equal to 9. Next item. The next item that we will have to do is 3 times 2 twelfths. So when you say 3 times 2 twelves, if you really wish to make this as a fraction, the whole number, so you will write the denominator of that as 1. So 3 times 2 will give us 6. 1 times 12 will give us 12. And this fraction could be written in the simplest form, such as divide both numerator and denominator by 6. So that is 1 half. Therefore, 3 times 2 twelves is equal to 1 half. So I will leave to you item number 4 and item number 5. You could pause this video and answer. Let us now reveal your answers for item number 4 and item number 5. So that is 2 eighths times 40 over 1. So that is equal to 80 times, over 8, or that is also equal to 10. Let's proceed to item number 5. That is 4 fifths times 20 over 1. So that is 4 times 20 is equal to 80. Then 5 times 1 is equal to 5. Then if you will divide that, the answer is 16. So the final answer is 16. Allow me now to show to you on how to multiply a fraction by another fraction. I think this one is easier than what we have here, because all you have to do is just multiply numerator by numerator, then denominator by denominator. So all we have to do here is to multiply 2 and 3, that will give us 6, and 5 times 6, which is equal to 30. Then after that one, check if your fraction is in simplest form. If it's already in simplest form, then that's your final answer. However, this one, both could still be divided by 6. So 6 divided by 6 is 1. 30 divided by 6 is 5. Therefore, the final answer is 1/5. Same thing here. 5 times 4, 20. 7 times 6, that's 42. If you wish to write it in the simplest form, divide both by 2. So that will give you 10 over 21. I will leave to you item number 8, number 9, and number 10 to answer. Let us now answer your activity. For item number 8, that is 2/3 of 3 fifths. So 2 times 3 is equal to 6. 3 times 5 is equal to 15. However, both numerator and denominator are divisible by 3. Therefore, the final answer is 2/5. Next one, 5 twelves times 3/4. 5 times 3 is equal to 15. And 12 times 4 is equal to 48. Both number, I believe, is divisible or are divisible by 3. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. 48 divided by 3 is 16. So the correct answer is 5/16. And of course, we have here 6/20. 6/20th times 5/7. So 6 times 5 is 30. 20 times 7, that will give you 140. Both are divisible by 10. So that is 3 over 14, or 3/14. For more practice, I want you to answer your what I can do. After you're done with what I can do, then we will proceed to your assessment. So pause this video and answer your what I can do. Here's your assessment for module number 11. Read and understand the items carefully. Then, write your answer on your activity sheet instead of activity notebook. And of course, we have here item number 1, 2, 3. Pause this video and answer the challenge. To complete your assessment, I am presenting you now items number 4 to 10. Pause this video and answer your assessment.